It's been a while since I gave a Star Wars game a try, and I saw that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order had a Souls-like tag on Steam. And me being the Souls fan that I am, I thought I should definitely give it a try. How Souls-like is it? Is it going to be ridiculously hard? Or do they just throw in a few mechanics here and there? Well, hang tight, and as Grease likes to say,
grab some seat, kid.
we're going for a ride. Fallen Order takes place shortly after Order 66 in the Star Wars timeline. That was the eradication of Jedi and the destruction of their order, scattering the few survivors far across the galaxy. The main protagonist, Cal, is one of those unlucky few. To hide his identity, he's working as a scrapper for the Empire, until a few unavoidable events force Cal into running again. Thankfully, he's rescued by an odd couple with a ship, who need Cal's abilities to accomplish their own mission.
My name is Seer Junda, and this is my captain, Grease Dritus.
So, with some new friends, a ship, and his freedom, Cal sets across the galaxy to help those in need and discover himself. The fighting mechanics in Fallen Order felt kind of weak. Equipped with only a lightsaber and force push and pull, Cal's repertoire was not very complex. Some special moves could be unlocked through the story or through the skill tree when meditating, but everything besides a simple swing cost force. Now, his special moves do a lot of damage, so it makes sense why you wouldn't be able to spam them without any cost, but it turned into a lot of button mashing until the force meter was full again. Cal isn't all offense, though. He does have a parry ability that, if timed correctly, can slowly lower the stamina of his enemies, leaving them vulnerable to attack. There were a couple Souls-like mechanics in the game, but with a small twist, which I thought was a brilliant change to the norm. First off, the meditation spots. That was where Cal could rest to save the game or spend XP on the skill tree. In a Souls game, anytime you'd rest, everything you'd killed would respawn, so it always came with a small risk. But in Fallen Order, you had the option to rest, which would bring back all your health and healing items, and then bring everything back to life. If Cal died, he wouldn't lose all of his XP, just everything closest to the nearest skill point he was at. And to get the XP back, he would have to damage whatever killed him, so there's no running into and grabbing all his XP and getting back out of there. It did involve a little bit of fighting to get your XP back. Fallen Order was a decent-sized game with a few planets to explore that would take hours to find everything on them. One thing that really bugged me was the fact that there is no fast travel. None. At all. No fast travel. I can see for the sake of the story why fast travel may ruin some things, but you could easily block off fast travel during specific spots of the story and get by just fine. Thankfully, most of the hidden things across the whole game were just vanity items and XP from various echoes, so I didn't feel a need to go back and explore everything. For the most part, the game ran really good. The only time I had some problems were like on Kashyyyk, the cutscenes would get a little choppy. And then on a different planet, I found a spot where I kind of fell off the map, and it respawned me off the map, so I just kept falling, and that was the only option I had. And then there were a couple places in the game where you could completely cheese a tough enemy by staying a little bit off the path because they couldn't travel there for some reason. But that would be the player's choice whether to exploit or not. The game wasn't terribly graphic, the only dismemberment being when you fought hostile creatures like cutting off a horn or cutting a little rat in half. When fighting stormtroopers, they weren't cut up to little bits, so I was alright letting the kids watch me play. My youngest did think it was sad to cut a rat in half until she saw what they did to me and felt it was quite deserved. I had a difficult time trying to get into the game with the mechanics and everything, but after about 8 hours, it did start to feel better, but I'm not really sure if that was Stockholm Syndrome or the game itself. It felt like the only redeeming quality of Star Wars Fallen Order was the story. Oh, and the iconic Star Wars music, of course. The game does offer a New Game Plus, but I felt no inclination to do that whatsoever. Because of all this, I'm going to have to throw this into my bottom shelf. I got it on sale and I felt it was worth what I paid for it. I wouldn't pay full price for this game. Hey, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my assessments, or if you feel like I left something out. And if you like my review, make sure you hit that like and subscribe for more reviews in the future. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!
I'm hungry. It's reducing the quality of my posture and aim.
Doesn't surprise me. Rations at this posting are terrible. I'm just saying it's not my fault if I miss a target.